Okay, works. I'm not sure if it's gonna turn off. Like switch. I don't know. Um, but yeah, hello guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you liked the Pepsi tropical thingamabob yesterday. Um, yeah, so not yesterday, but yeah, it was yesterday. I'm recording in random, not places, but recording random days and stuff like that. So I don't know what I'm doing at the moment. Actually, I do know what I'm doing, but I don't know what. Yeah. But anyway, I record this. I'm not recording. I'm making this video on the 23rd of April. I know it's April because Michael Jackson film just came out today. So loads of screenings of it. Not I can't speak now. Not screaming, the screenings. Like yeah. But watched it at the cinema, and this is my thoughts on my review of it. It's so sad about the father figure, or Joseph, or whatever his name is. Because he wants to carry on with the Jackson 5 in the 70s, yeah, 70s and 80s, and I'm shocked that he looks the same sort of age, but for some reason the mother looks slightly older. I don't know why that is, but okay. And even the other Jackson people, Jackson brothers, they look the same sort of age. So I don't know what's going on anymore. But I do like this film. I think it's one of my favorite, not the favorite, but one of my favorites so far this year, or whatever. But I watched a day on the. I know I said this before, but I'm just going to clarify. I watched it on the 23rd, and I'm making this or scheduling this video for Saturday. So yeah, but I watched it on what is it today? Thursday, isn't it? I can't remember what days it is. The days just blur into one. You know what I mean? This makes no sense. But I hope you like my videos so far. I'm not sure about I should have just told you before going into this topic. Is I watched the trailer. I was just flicking through on Netflix the other day, and I saw the advertisement for it. Hasn't come out yet, but it's a new series on Netflix called Stranger Things Summer 85 or something like that. I'm so sorry, I can't speak. I don't know why I can't speak, but that's weird. But you know what I'm trying to say, the new show that's going to come out and on Netflix. And I'm not really keen on it because I do like Stranger Things. Not a huge fan, but I'm a semi-fan of Stranger Things. And I wouldn't say that this is going to be my forte at the moment because I don't really like animated stuff that was originally live action or whatever, if that makes sense. Because there's some shows like that before I watched Stranger Things. When there's some shows before that, when I watched as a kid, there was live action first or whatever, and then they'd carry on with cartoons, or cartoons and then live action. Actually, I like the live action stuff more because you can see what they're thinking and what they're acting. But when you're doing voiceover, yeah, I go Scooby, yeah, sometimes. Well, not all. Yeah, but yeah. So I watched a trailer of that some days ago, probably yesterday for me, but not for you guys, but for yesterday for me, because not because I was doing it, but because it's a random day that used different day to you because you're watching this on a Saturday or whatever. But anyway, so I have watched Michael today, or Michael Jackson, or whatever you want to call it, 2026 film, and I thankfully need to go, not now, but when I was in the cinema, I needed to loo first, because sometimes you just need to, sometimes when a 2 or 3 hour film, you feel like, oh, can't hold it. But I did. I did actually hold it and went to the toilet. So, for a critic or for a viewer or whatever for going to films, you need to you need to do things first before you do it. Anything first before you need to organise. You need to do this. You need to go to the toilet. You need to do this and do that. But for me, it's just toilets because I just need to go to a toilet before I go to a film or whatever, or any sort of occupation thing. You know what I mean? Not occupation, but it's all some kind of appointment. Sorry. And I can't speak. I can speak, but I can't say the right things at the moment because my brain goes mushy or whatever. But anyway, so, and I don't like that. But anyway, Michael. It was hot. It was like a little tiny bit of him when he was younger, in around 10 or 8 or this is the thing. I have no idea why it was like that when the producer or whoever says you're 8 or you're 10. You're not the exact age you're supposed to say it. But anyway, I pick up these sort of things in the film. I'm not going to tell you the whole plot just because you might want to see it, and probably some people will forget what I might say, so they're going to watch it anyway. Oh yeah, Craig said that about that, but never mind. But yeah, so I like this film. It's sad about him having the nose done and stuff like that. Yeah, my nose looks weird at the moment. I don't know why that is, but anyway, I feel so sorry because I like the way he looks. I don't like it when he had some. This is part 1, by the way, not the review, but the film is part 1, and I have no idea what's going to happen in part 2 because it hasn't come out yet, or will do, or whatever. I'm not sure, but I imagine they're going to talk about him being right, or talk about him doing certain dodgy stuff with the. Yeah, I have no idea what the second one's going to be about, but I imagine it's not going to be a 12A or whatever. But some people said, not people, but some of the credits say it's epilepsy, blah 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 blah, and I didn't mind that because actually maybe we won't go there, but I didn't mind that. I just feel like I don't know, but there's not. I'm so sorry. I need to come back to you guys. I can hear voices and stuff in the background. I'm scared.